What's up, fellas? I'm just making this video to show you guys how you can stream through OBS using the Xbox One companion app for Windows 10 PC. Let's go ahead and get it started. First thing you want to do is go ahead and boot up your game in your Xbox One. We're going to be working with Black Ops 4, so by the time you see it, it'll be in the multiplayer lobby. The next thing you're going to want to do after you boot up your game in your Xbox is you're going to want to go ahead and start the Xbox One companion app on your Windows 10 PC. Now, mind you, I am using a 2-monitor setup, which is probably the minimum for running a good stream on OBS, through OBS to whatever streaming app you're using. But I already got it loaded up, so I'm going to click it on and turn it on. It's booted up on my second monitor. On my main monitor, I have my OBS set up. I have a Google Windows, not Google Windows, but a Google browser open with multiple tabs. I got about 4 tabs open right now. YouTube, GroupMe, our Discord servers lit up. All the stuff that I use while I'm streaming. If I want to watch a YouTube video, if I want to monitor the stream, I have the Twitch screen tab set up. GroupMe tabs for when I want to drop messages to you guys or save some for later and then send them through the text chat. You know how we do. And then I got the tab opened up for the Discord, which we're trying to get off the ground. Hopefully we'll get it move a little faster doing that, gentlemen. Plug, wink, wink. But back to the matter at hand. Yeah, I got my OBS set up on my main monitor. Now I'm going to switch to my main monitor using the OBS app, simply so you can see what's going on with it. Now there's my main monitor. As you can see, I got up in the upper left hand corner, this is my OBS window. Down at the bottom is my browser, where I got my 4 tabs set up that I use during the stream. I'll usually have a Twitter tab set up, opened up too, but we're not talking about that. The window sizes are the way that I put them. They're not the way that they open up when you start the apps. This is just how I designed how I laid out my window for my stream, because it's convenient for me. This space over here is actually where I'm going to put 2 items for the stream that actually come from OBS that you are going to need when you start streaming. They're called docs, and one is the chat doc for the chat stream, so you can monitor your chat without having to actually be on the channel over here. I mean, you can do it this way. I mean, that's fine and dandy. But if you don't want to stay on this tab, let's say if I want to go to my YouTube tab or I wanted to go to the Discord tab, I can't see the chat down here on the side anymore because I'm off that tab. These docs that I'm going to set up actually help you with that. They actually allow you to monitor the chat and your stream settings. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the View button up in the toolbar here on your OBS app. You're going to scroll down to Docs, which is the second one down. You're going to scroll over to the right, and you're going to open up Chat, and boom, you got your chat box for your stream right there. It monitors everything that goes in and out of the chat for your stream. You don't have to stay on this tab and monitor it. As you can see, it's the same thing. If I type something in the chat here, it pops up up there because it's the same chat box. If I type it here, you see it pops up down here at the bottom because it's the same chat box. So you do not need to stay on the tab because this doc takes care of you monitoring the chat. That way you don't miss anybody coming into your stream and trying to get your attention and you not noticing because you're not on the right tab in your browser. The next doc I'm going to have you open up is you're going to go to Docs, you're going to go to View, you're going to go to Docs again, and you're going to scroll down to Stream Information. Now, the stream information is telling everybody what your chat I mean, what your stream is about. You know, how you set it up on your dashboard in the Twitch app, or in the Twitch browser tab, or the Twitch app on your mobile device. Or, you know, this is the same thing. You type out what the title of the game is, or a title of the stream is, and then the notification that you want to give when you go live to people who are following your channel and have the notifications turned on, so they'll know, hey, we on. So they'll get that message, and then whatever game you're playing under category, and you got your tags. I don't really do tags. I don't really bother with tags too much just yet. Language, and then once you got everything set up, you're gonna make sure you update the information. And once that get that green check bar, that means your stream is set up. Let's go back to the tab here and look at it. Your stream is set up the way you need it to be. We hanging out on Blobs 4. This is my channel, so it's. I wonder if I can go to the live, go live, but oh wait, I'm not streaming yet, so never mind. But when I start streaming, you know, that information that I set up here will be displayed down here in the title bar, as usual. You know what I'm talking about if you've done this before. So now we're going to go back to the setting up the game through the Xbox Companion app. Now, using OBS here, you can switch between monitors. I'm on my main monitor now, is monitor 1. It has all my tabs and all my docs set up on it for me to monitor while I'm streaming. Monitor 2, you go to your display capture, which is the source that you're going to have to use in order to stream through the Xbox Companion app, because it's the only source that allows you to stream through the Xbox Companion app. And basically, just in case you didn't understand, the Xbox Companion app is a substitute for an Elgato. It's a substitute for an AverMedia Streambox, or a Hopodge, whichever one you're using. It allows you to capture what you're playing on your Xbox the same way an Elgato does, except for it only works for the Xbox One, or the PC. It doesn't work for PS. It doesn't work for Nintendo or any other type system. It only works for the Microsoft stuff. That's the downside of it. But since we are streaming through the Xbox One, the Xbox Companion app is perfect for capturing your gameplay through the Xbox One and streaming it through OBS to Twitch or whatever streaming application you're using. So yeah, the Xbox One Companion app is just, think of it like your Elgato. We're going to go ahead and switch using our display capture. We're going to go to the settings button down here at the bottom. It looks like a little cog, just like in Gears of War. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And we're going to switch to monitor number 2. And as you can see, it brings up the Xbox One Companion app screen, which is on monitor number 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get Black Ops 4 on our Xbox One Companion app, so that we can stream it. So I forgot how to get over to the screen. There we go. First thing you're going to do is you're going to come to the sidebar. As you see, I'm on the home page for the Companion app right now. I got the home page. You got the general stuff here, general jargon, friends, games, and playing. All that's news and stuff. This column I rarely pay attention to. I don't know what's going on over there. This is the feed. Everybody knows what the feed is. And this is the side panel for friends, parties, messages, and notifications and alerts for when people, comment on any of your activity, or you get a achievement or something. It'll pop up in there. But we're going to go to parties, and we're going to set up. I already got one set up, just so you can see. But as you can see, I'm in a party. Party options. I don't think there's anything I need to change in that. Make party invite only. You might want to do that so people don't pop up in your stream who you don't want in your stream. It has the meet party button. change audio device. We don't need to bother with any of that. Well, let me backtrack that statement. I'm going to take you down to the settings bar. Settings bar. The thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have your mic and your output speakers set up properly. And let me see where they're at. Okay, here we go. And you go down to the party part. You scroll and it starts off with your account. You're going to scroll down to where it says party. And you're going to see default device headset from Astro wireless transmitter. I've changed mine from Realtek speakers because I don't want my stream playing through the speakers because it will reverb through the microphone and echo and send it into a endless sound loop that will keep playing through the stream, and then it will be screwed up. And so I took it off of the default device, which was the Realtek high definition speakers, and I plugged in the Astro A50 transmitter into a USB port on the computer, and I'm using those as the default speakers. So the only sound that comes from the computer, the only sound that comes from the computer goes into the Astro headset and out of the Astro headset. There's no other speakers making any noise in my room right now. So you're going to make sure you want to do that. If you got a good headset, plug it into the computer and set that as your default output or default speaker device. Next, you're going to go to the microphone. You're going to make sure that you have your microphone set up. It's either going to be the headset you're using, if it has a mic on it, a boom mic, you want to use that, or if you have a professional or peripheral microphone that you want to use, which I do, which is my Blue Snowball. So that's the device that I use, is the microphone. And when you all hear me in chat when I'm using this app, that's what I'm talking through, is my Blue Snowball mic. I'm not using the headphone mic, mainly because y'all know this A50 headphone mic is jacked. But that's neither here nor there, as G Myers would say. We're going to go back. So that's what you want to make sure. That's probably what this change audio devices thing was over here in the party chat. Now that we're taking care of that, we're going to go to what's labeled as connections. And you're going to see I'm already connected. This is the name of my Xbox. If I'm not connected, I don't know. Can I disconnect? Yeah, I can disconnect. Let's go ahead and disconnect. We'll disconnect it for now just to show you how it works. If you're disconnected in the network from your Xbox, and mind you, you need to make sure that your Xbox and your PC are working on the same network, either wired or wireless. They have to be in the same network, whatever the name of your household network is. But as you can see, the name of my Xbox is here, and it gives me the option to connect. And it gives me the option of more, where I can connect automatically, which I usually do, but I just disconnected so I can show you how to do it. Or you can forget the console, in which you would take my Warbox 1.2 off, and then I would have to research for it and put it back on the list. But what we're going to do is we're going to hit the connect button, because we want our Xbox One companion app to connect with our Xbox One. And once you do that, you get the option to stream, test stream, more. You get disconnect, connect automatically. You can turn your Xbox off from this app. Yeah, you can do that. Or you can forget console again, which I just mentioned earlier. But we're going to leave all that alone. Now we're looking at our party chat. What we're going to do is we're going to invite whoever we want to stream with into our party. We're going to go to invite. We're going to go to invite the party. It's going to bring up your friends list. You're going to invite people into the stream who you plan to stream with, into the party who you plan to stream with. They're going to come in. I'm not going to invite anybody right now because I'm just doing this for an instructions video, but they're going to come in, and it's just going to look like a normal party list. If you were using the Xbox, you'd see Brock, you'd see Beast Mode, you'd see Polo, etc., etc. And we'd all have these rings around our icon, just like in the Xbox, that lets you know that our voice chat is actually working, that we can be heard. It lights up when you make a noise, and it goes, all right, as you see, it faded out once I got quiet, which means it wasn't picking any sound up. But as long as it's lighting up, it means you're picking sound up. You need to make sure that everybody in the party's ring is lighting up when they talk so that they can be picked up in the party and through the stream when we set it up. So we got that done. Like I said, your party members will be listed under you here. Now we're going to go back up to the main screen, and we're going to click on Stream. Booyah. Connecting to Warbox 1.2. And as you can see, you get this little box here that says there are no controllers attached to this PC. Ignore that. Go ahead and click Continue. And as you can see, as I said, by the time I got it booted up, you would be seeing Black Ops 4 in the multiplayer lobby. Now, this is telling us that our Xbox One is connected to our Xbox One companion app, and the gameplay is seamless. If you're looking at, if you can see in my room, I got it on my TV screen, and it's on my number 2 monitor on the setup. It's almost it's seamless. Me switching and making movements in the game. Now, monitor 2 is what we're going to use to stream to OBS. Now, I'm going to take you back to the OBS screen. Back on monitor 1, my main display. So you can just see what's going on. What I'm doing here. Now that we know we got it set up properly now that we know we got the Xbox One and the Xbox One companion set up properly, we need to make sure we got the Xbox companion app and OBS set up properly. Now, the mistake that I made the first time, like when I told you guys that, hey, I made a stream and I streamed and all I could hear was my voice. There was no game audio. There was no chat audio. It really upset me and pissed me off. And I went back and I stayed up all night to figure out what the problem was. You wouldn't believe how simple the fix was for getting this done. The main reason that there was no game audio and no chat audio is because I turned the desktop audio here all the way down, because it was a reflex from using the Xbox as my streaming device. I would turn the computer speakers down so that they wouldn't reverb through the microphone. So it was reflexive for me to do the same thing when I started using OBS. This is the mistake that I made. This desktop audio needs to be up because the Xbox companion app is playing through the desktop. It's on the computer. So that's what you need to have making noise in order to get the chat and the game audio to play through your stream. The mic volume down here is simply my snowball. That's all that controls. The boost, snowball, if I turn it up, you can hear me through the boost snowball. Okay, and you're gonna make sure that's all the way up. And pretty much that was all that needed to be done. It took me a minute to figure that out. I hadn't noticed it, and I was like, do I need to turn the desktop audio up? Is that all that was? And I turned it up, and we streamed the next night, which was last night, and everything came out crispy. And you know, another thing that I want to show you, you're gonna have to do. Let's go back to our companion app screen over here. Is at the top of the screen on the companion app, which is streaming the Xbox One, Black Ops 4. You have the Xbox, which will take you to the home screen. I mean, it works just like your controller. Seriously. You have this button here, the unmute chat. You have to unmute the chat in order to get the chat to come through the stream. How do you know if you got the chat unmuted? If you highlight it again and it says mute chat, then you're where you need to be. Do not hit the button again. I repeat, do not hit the button again. You need it to say mute chat when you highlight it. That's how you know you have it unmuted. And then this button over here brings up your streaming statistics, which you can check periodically to make sure you got your bandwidth and your stream bits and everything working properly so your stream goes through smoothly. Make sure ain't nobody selling bandwidth in the house, streaming Netflix or YouTube or Hulu. You can see how much is going up and down so your stream goes smoothly. But don't leave it on because it's distracting. And over here, you have your quality, the quality of the stream from the Xbox to the Xbox One companion app. This does not have anything to do with the stream to the OBS. This has to do with the stream from the Xbox One to the Xbox One companion app. Right now I have it set to high. I could probably go very high, but I'll do that in another test. It's neither here nor there, as G Myers would say. For this video, I'll test it out and see if I like it, and then I'll let you guys know. But right now I got it set to high. And as I know you've seen Beast Mode, that the streams came through crispy. So I don't know if setting it to very high would make that big of a difference. But yeah, that's what you need to do, is make sure this is, make sure this is right here. It says mute chat when you run the finger over it. If it says unmute chat, click it so that it turns to mute chat, and you know that the chat is unmuted and the chat will come through the stream. Alright, we're going to go back to our OBS. Alright, now we're back on the OBS. As you can see, I got my layout here. I got my chat doc. I got my stream information doc. I got my Google browser up with usually there'll be a Twitter tab here instead of YouTube. I'm not watching YouTube while I'm streaming, but it'll be Twitter. I'll have the Twitch page up where I'm streaming to, the group me, and then I like to leave it on I would like to leave it on the Discord if some people would come on and log in to the Discord so we could use that as our chat system. But people are lagging behind. Hint, hint, wink, wink. You know who I'm talking to. But yeah, I like to leave it on there. But for now, we'll leave it on the Twitch tab so you can see the stream when it pops up. And how you're going to see the stream when it pops up is we're going to go ahead, we're going to switch it back. Well, let me tell you before I do that. We're going to hit the start streaming button. I guess you can see it on there. It'll come through the stream. We go ahead and hit start stream. We're ready to go. We got everything set up. We got the chat set up. We got people in the chat. We've unmuted the Xbox One companion app. We got it connected to the Xbox. We're now on the doggone OBS set. We got the mic desktop volume turned up so we can hear me and you can hear you in the chat, and we can hear the game, because like I said, I couldn't even hear the game. It was just me over some silent gameplay. I was like, this is not what I meant. But now I got my mic turned up so you can hear me in the chat, and we're ready to stream. So we go ahead and we click the start streaming button. Don't mind that stop recording button, because that was just for the video that I'm making right now. But now you can see, we're on our Google stream page. We're on a Google browser here, and Google Chrome. I keep forgetting the name of that. And we're on the WeNet Twitch tab, and you can see it's popping up my doggone main display monitor setup. The way I have it set up, I've been showing you that I set up. It is now showing up live in the stream, which is what we want. Now, in order to get the game in the stream, all we got to do is we're going to go back over to our display capture, and we're going to go down to the settings button, which looks like a Gears of War cog. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And we're going to go to monitor number 2. Oh yeah. And click OK. And now, guess what? We got our Gears of War our Call of Duty Black Ops 4 stream live on Twitch. And if you got everything set up the way it's set up, and if I believe I haven't missed anything, you're ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'd have people in the party. I'd have my crew in the party with me. We'd be chatting. People who come to the stream and watch the stream could hear the entire party chatting in the lobby during gameplay, which is what we sell here on WeNet. It's us, because we are the entertainment. And you all know this. I believe you me. Nobody's coming to watch me play Call of Duty or Gears of War. They come to be entertained by what happens while I do so. But yeah, that's how you set up your stream using the Xbox One companion app instead of an Elgato or an AverMedia device or an iPods or any other capture device. The Xbox One companion app for Windows 10 PC only, not you Mac users, not you iOS users. You'd have to go get the parallel clone for Windows 10 and put it over your iOS or over your Mac OS in order to get the Xbox One companion app. I may do a video on that. Otherwise, you can look it up yourself. I believe the website is called parallel.com, something like that. Or just Google Parallel for Windows 10, and it should take you to where you need to go. Or there's probably a bunch of other apps and programs that allow you to clone Windows 10 over Mac OS in order to run Windows software. But that's just the one that I saw after doing some research from a boy trying to figure out why he couldn't get his Xbox companion app on his MacBook Pro. But yeah, y'all know, y'all see what it is. Those who watched the clips, see that the stream's crispy. The audio was crispy. The whole party was there. The video was clean, non-laggy, and I mean, the Xbox One companion app just works just as well as the Elgato. What I do need to tell you is this: is that you do need to have a computer with the right specs, because that is what I figured out why I could not stream on anything other than my Xbox One. Prior to this was because I have an outdated laptop and I need to upgrade it. It only has 6 megabytes of RAM and it's running an i5 2400 or something like that. That's not going to cut it for today's streaming applications. Now, it was top of the line when I bought it 5-6 years ago for the streaming applications because that's all they require. But now with the encoding and the extra, complexities that they put into streaming, now you got to have a rig that at least makes the minimum requirements. And from the research that I made, the minimum requirements is an i5, I think in the 5,000 range, 5,400 or something like that, and 8 gigs of RAM as a minimum. I think the biggest thing is the RAM. Having the 8 gigs of RAM makes all the difference in the world. It is what allows me to have all these windows open. It is what allows me to stream at the same time. It allows me to have all these tabs open in my browser, and everything's running crispy. There's no lag. I'm not losing any audio. I'm not losing any video. Everything's running smooth with the 8 gigs of RAM. Now, if you want to run more, you want to do more complex programs and applications while you're streaming, you're probably going to need a little bit more. Some people recommend at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. But yeah, at least have 8, because as you can see, I'm using a Windows Surface Pro 2, dude, and I'm streaming crispy with 4 windows open. Okay. Running the Xbox One companion app at that is not a separate device, it's not a separate program. It's running the Xbox One companion app straight out of the OS with 4 windows open, and the stream's coming through crispy. So you need to have the right machine to do it. You need at least 8 gigs of RAM. I'm running an i5 7300 right now in the Surface Pro 2, and it's getting it done. So I would say that is the base. I would set that as the base. And you can go up from there. They're all the way up into the i9s now as far as the Intel chips go. They have AMD. The Reds have, a comparable processor chip. I can't remember what the number was on it at the moment. 2200, 2700, something like that. I don't know, but AMD makes a chip that can handle it. But the biggest thing is the RAM. At least 8 gigabytes of RAM. 8 gigabytes of RAM minimum to get the stream going. Other than that, man, if you got any questions, leave them down in the comments. You got the number, y'all got the digits. Hit me up and I can help as much as I can with you getting this stuff going, man, because we all need to get our channels up. With that being said, This is Warhead. I'm out. Get your game up.